Okay, so since our last assignment where we created this question Dart file to separate the questions as its own widget instead of putting all of this into the main Dart file, we did the same thing with the answers. So before I get into the answer.dart file, let's go back to the main Dart to see what changes we made. So we imported both that question Dart and answer Dart files. The void and first two classes are the same. Now, when we get into the build widget, you can see that in our questions variable, instead of actually listing the questions as a string, we created a map list to where we listed the question and its answers as separate variables. And we went ahead and added a third question just to make it a little bit longer. So when we return down here and we are actually building our widgets, in the children, we made this more of a dynamic variable instead of static, where we're just inserting the actual values themselves. And now we're actually calling back to this map that we just created for the question text and the answers. So when we got into the answers part of this child, the three dots in the middle is actually calling what we made the map into a list as their actual values, instead of making this into a list and then putting it into that list. So now you can go into the answer.dart file where you can see how we created a void callback, made a select handler. That way when we press the option that we choose in our little quiz that we made, it actually provides an action instead of just a static answer where we had the answer one text before. We made some customizations as well. So let's go ahead and run this. So let me pull this up so you can see, compare what our variables look like to the actual application itself. So what is your favorite color? I'll say I choose blue. And then you can see that the next question changed as well as the answer changes. So my favorite animal is a cat. And then our last question, what is your favorite food? I like pasta. Now you'll see when we click on pasta, it'll give us an error because there is not another question to go to. We only put in these three questions. So I believe in the next step, we'll go ahead and add some kind of quit function that brings you to an exit page. Thank you.